make this share this shit. Alright, yo. What's up with y'all? Just Spark Star Pilot back in this motherfucking check it out. You know what I'm saying? Make sure this shit is alright. So, you know what I'm saying? Building yourself up from the ground up, you know what I'm saying? To become successful. So your energy for things that like things that make you you know what I'm saying, anything that forces your muscles to like run low, like anything that like, and not to say that there's a negative or positive towards these things. There's a way you gotta do it, you know what I'm saying. For example, like let's say you exercise, so you fatigue your muscles, but it's for this, you know what I'm saying. You're in a space somewhere, you're building yourself up from the ground up, you know what I'm saying, and that's how you. So like you're doing something like anything that's like is that space on where you get that esoteric currency for yourself to build yourself up in the right context, you know what I'm saying. Now you like, and like it's kind of like no matter what you want to be in a space on, I don't know, hold on, let me see. Fuck, let me do like that just so I'm wasting. But yeah, you want to be in a space on where you're getting your correlations within the aspect on where, if you're doing it for the bruh, if you're doing it for the space on where you're trying to exceed your expectations, then that's not a bad thing to do. You want to be in a space on where you're always exceeding your expectations in any walks of life. You know what I'm saying? Because in that walk of life, you're always in a you're always in a respectable space on where it'll better you in the way of living in life. You know what I'm saying? You're always gonna be in a space somewhere you're doing it for God. You're always gonna be in a space somewhere you'll be better off in that next context of that next chapter in your life. You know what I'm saying? So you want to be in a space somewhere you know that you're getting something, you got something you're doing where if you're not doing it like consistently, like for example, you do YouTube, you do music, you do clothes, you know what I'm saying, you do anything, you know what I'm saying, you probably, whatever you do that's consistent, you want to make sure that you're doing that on a basis on where you can get that shit going for yourself. That's how you build yourself up. And really, you don't even gotta be in a space on where you're building yourself up like physically. If you're doing spiritually, that's even as good, that's even better, because you're in the mentality realm, you're in space somewhere the world you create for yourself, mind, becomes the world. So it's like you're building up there and it plays out in here, you know what I'm saying. So it's like you're in the context of where you can see all things, you can derive your footage and all things. So what you make out of your world becomes the all of things, you know what I'm saying. So it's about building yourself up in that all contexts, because if you know how to see it the right way and see what you're supposed to be seeing in the right context, you'll be in a space somewhere the buildings you create for yourself in the spiritual realm become your home, you know what I'm saying. And your home is what make out of your home, your environment, your craft, you know what I'm saying, and your craft thoughts and your feelings, your witchcraft. So the more you know how to separate other thoughts and foreign thoughts that aren't yours, you're getting the proper way and how you can get your your context going for yourself. Your context, like, you know how school they be having like context clues, like, and the context clue, they give you they give you a script of an example and where you can find certain things in your chapter, in your book. It's kind of like the context clue of life. You'll be in a space where the context clue you create for yourself is a certain mind state. Now, anytime you're feeling out of order, out of place, you go back to that certain thought and it helps you come up with a certain idea. So whatever mantra you have, whatever mantra you have, whatever meditation you do, whatever way you build yourself up, becomes that the way you come out forward and make your, you know what I'm saying, you make your magic work. You know what I'm saying? So like I say, like no matter what you're doing, you're gonna be where like we're all gonna do this. We're all doing the same thing. We're just doing it in our own different ways. You know what I'm saying? And you just wanna, once you know that, you'll see that, like, you know, you'll think for humans. You'll start to know that humans only have a certain amount of things that they could do, because the way they're experiencing life is so chaotic and so like it's so fictitious that they don't even have a right way on how to forward their creativities. You know what I'm saying? Like their creativity, they were validated on their creativities. What's up? Exo Gilko? You know what I'm saying? Their creativities be things that that's not helpful for themselves. You know what I'm saying? So it's like it's crazy because, well, I can't really see, but let me see what you say. All colors are, yeah, you know, like all their colors is like too mixed. You know what I'm saying? It's like the way they see their life is so confluxed. So they're lost in a spectrum and not seeing the real life reality. So it's like we all have a way in how we see, you know what I'm saying? And that's something, if you're lost in an individual's way of looking at things, you're being in a space on where you won't know how to properly go upon something like where it's supposed to be for you and you only. Like you won't be able to see that. So it's like that's why I always tell people, like individuals that like I be seeing that like are trying to change. I be letting them know, like, not change, but how I say this. When I see individuals almost there, like I be having certain friends that, like, sometimes I be thinking like they're there. Like, I don't know, like they be having shit like they were spiritual. I'm spiritual. Like, you know, if y'all be having certain friends, you be thinking that they be spiritual and you be testing them. So you be trying to give them certain things, and you be trying to like certain like I don't know, but it's so good that you don't even know how to properly get that going. Like you don't even know how to properly like express what you gotta say, and then you want to put them onto some game. Then they come and tell you about some flunked out shit in the mind, like some shrooms, psychedelics, and you'll be like, oh shit. But then you'll get past that, because you know what I'm saying. You're in a space that everything in life is like an experience, and you're here to build yourself up. So it's like when you're building yourself up, you want to build others up too. And you know what? God taught me, you know what I'm saying? Because there's things that I see when I'm building myself up. I be looking at certain past events in my life where I think to myself, maybe I could help an individual, because I love myself, so I know how to love others. And I be looking at those past things in my life, and I be thinking like, yeah, I'm like, I can do this, so I can help an individual. But every time I get to that point where it's like I be trying to help that individual, it just took me to a space on where you're seen as the bad guy almost, and not the context of where like you're in a negative, but the negative becomes the positive. You know what I'm saying? Masculine will be negative, feminine will be positive. So yes, I said that. Masculine, negative, feminine, positive. You know what I'm saying? Because the negative is just charge that gets into the, like, everything's in reverse. But I'm not gonna say that. That's why I be. But anyway, so it's like we always get to a space on where when we're trying to find something creative within ourselves, we get to a point on where like that creativity we create and try to get with that stuff, they be so diluted in the 3D reality that it's like you taking a fish out of the water too fast. You know what I'm saying? and they get scared when they're in space. It's like, oh shit, they get back into cover. So it's like that cover they got back into becomes an even deeper layer of hell that they like, and then you low-key got blood in your hands because ain't nobody told you to get somebody that conscious yet. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, that's why in my perception, when I'm seeing something, I can only come up with a conclusion that I'm doing something, it's got to be in God's way. And that's the only way I follow. You know, I know it sounds cliche, but look at God as all possibilities. And you won't get lost in the sauce thinking God is some other context of what a human created out of it. You know what I'm saying? God, matter of fact, God is a human word. So fuck that term God. But I'm transmuting that shit. If you're transmuting that shit, you know your mind, you see it thinking all possibilities. So it's like we all have a thing on where the stuff we try to do is all like, the stuff you try to do is all like, it won't help an individual if you take them out too fast. Like, trust me, like, trust me, like, trust me. You know what I'm saying? And the best thing you want to do is just is be at like is keep them at that level. And oh shit, hold on. Oh my god. Yeah, keep them at that level and just baby feed them. You know what I'm saying? Because you never know, like that baby, they may thank you in the long run. It gets to the certain point on where the space you kept them at, and you were baby feeding them, and it wasn't even, you didn't see it as it being baby fed. You seen it as just being yourself. And when you're yourself, you're in a space on where an individual only wants to see you be yourself. You know what I'm saying? Anytime you're not yourself, that's where you're always in that diluted process. You're always in the wrong area of life. Because anytime you're not yourself and you try to play out a role somebody else play for you, that's what a lot of humans do. You'll be in a place where you won't know how to react to something that someone's telling you. You know, the reaction you get was caused by an effect, and that effect went inside their mind. And if you don't know how to properly do the craft, you can build that individual up slowly but surely, like baby feed them, then you won't be in the right way. You won't be in the right context on where it should be relatable or respected in the area of life. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, no matter what, you're gonna be doing something that, if you know you're not human, you're gonna be doing something regardless that's not, like, how I say this, that's not normal. You know what I'm saying? It's almost gonna be everything you do looks almost crazy, but it's like, in your mind, you're like, all right, so your mind, you're like, it's like, you know, everything you do in spiritual reason. Humans that see you and see you like, oh, this individual's tripping. Like, what are you talking about? The mind is a space. What are you talking about? What are you talking about? That your thoughts and feelings are your tools. Like, why are you talking about your thoughts and feelings? Like, I can't. Your tools aren't. I can't touch them. You know what I'm saying? I can't put them in a toolbox, and I can't put, like, so it's like, you know what I mean? Like, you know, that's retardation. Like, you can't even get an individual right with that kind of mind. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, the only thing you can do is just like baby feed them. You know what I'm saying? But like, when you're building yourself up, you're always gonna be in that build up will lead you to a building. You know what I'm saying? And the buildings ain't just singularity, it's duality. And that duality plays out, it doesn't play out as one or two, it plays out as the all. And that all context is what you're perceiving in your realm of reality. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, when you're perceiving something in your realm of reality, you're looking at something from the point of view that if you're not seeing the right buildings, the right signs, the right trees, the right plants, the right vehicles to use, the right everything, you'll think to yourself that, how the fuck am I supposed to, like, you'll think to yourself like, how the fuck am I supposed to do something, like because it's all on you. You created it. So the fact that you gotta even think to yourself about certain things is stupid anyway. So it's not what you do, it's how you do it. And if you're not in a space on where you're creating it in the broad reality, broad view, the broad perception in life, like something that you're creating, like for example, I didn't create this, I bought it. So if I bought it and I know a company that, then I know that the ritual was me going to that place and buying it. So that would be a small example of me in the spiritual space, building something. Whatever I built, whatever I did in the spiritual realm, it plays out in the physical realm of you doing the opposite, because everything is in reverse. So in the spiritual realm, I probably just went to the pool or something, or I probably just lit an L. This is examples, you know what I'm saying? But I did something to make me feel better, to make me feel like I did something. You know what I'm saying? And I know it sounds weird, but that's just how it is. Like, so what I did was I went and got that. So I say this, just think. If I'm building in the spiritual realm, I'm building myself up. And I went to the store and did the same thing, but in my own different way. So I got this. So now I feel better. That's an example of me building myself up, because I would never have built myself up if I didn't do something like that. You gotta be spiritual to understand what I'm saying. So it's like no matter what, we're all gonna be doing something on where we're doing something where we need to be, like, spiritually and physically speaking, hands-on. You know what I'm saying? Y'all get what I'm saying? So it's like that in a way. You know what I'm saying? So and we all gonna, like I said, no matter what, we're all gonna be doing something that, if we're not what the fuck is that? Whatever. If we're not doing something where we're not, I'm gonna lose my point, but if we're not doing something that is not getting us to a starting point where we can get it like happening, then that happening won't lead us anywhere. Because we'll be in a space on where the whole context will be like, you'll be seeing something else, and the real image will be right in front of your face, but you'll be seeing something else. So someone can show you something, but if you're not spiritually, your real spiritual eyes and seeing it, you'll get lost in the sauce thinking that, oh, this person is trying to play me. Oh, this person is trying to get the one up on me. Or this person is trying to dilute me. Or but in reality, you just gotta know how to use your spiritual eye. And when you use your spiritual eye, you no longer see the human being, characteristics of that human being. And that characteristics plays out in all shapes and forms. You know what I'm saying? If you're the powerful, brought out spirit, you know all shapes and forms you're looking at are actually the illusion. You know what I'm saying? I don't know why it took me so long to say that, but okay, I had to let that out. The illusion, you know what I'm saying? Illusion, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, don't get lost in the illusion. You know what I'm saying? I be thinking, like, I be seeing like individuals getting lost in politics, getting lost in all types of nonsense, getting lost in sports, getting lost in all these things. You know what I'm saying? I don't give a fuck about none of that shit. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, I be understanding why they be like, I be like when I dive into the human thought, because I'm not human, but when I try to dive into the human thought and look at the reasons why an individual will get lost into sports, politics, was it pretty much that's pretty much voting. You know what I'm saying? Kamakalala war, Kamasamala war, whatever it's called, Kamalabla war. All this nonsense. I mean, I get it, but I don't understand it. And when you're in this world, not of it, you'll understand it from such a like a tiny, like, what's the word I'm looking for? Such a small, like, stimuli that you gotta dive deep in and look at it. But when you look at it when you really look at it, you'll see it that the only reason an individual would get lost in something like that would be because they have no direction in their life. You know what I'm saying? They're not no, like, they have no real, like, leadership like qualities. You know what I'm saying? And like, that leadership quality goes a long way if you don't have none of that. Like, you don't have a little piece of that. And I ain't talking about a leadership quality that they tell you be a manager. Even though that's mainly leadership quality, but you're playing a role of somebody's, really the leadership quality is the individual that's running that. That's why I never give a fuck about being a manager, to be honest with you. I mean, I understand it and I get it, and I've heard it, but I be declining, like, when I did work, you know what I'm saying? And I be declining, you know what I'm saying? Cause I be thinking to myself, like, I don't want to be and play a role because of how an individual sees fit to be. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, I don't know, maybe that's just a tourist thing. You know, I don't see that stable, because I gotta like, I gotta think for people, like, I don't know, like, think people in a job context, and not in a spiritual, in a real life. Hell, like, I don't know, maybe that might be just a tourist thing. I don't know, but for me, that's just how it be, and I don't like that at all. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, I'm always in a context on where I'm doing the leadership qualities within the spiritual realm. You know what I'm saying? And I know that the right way on how I see somebody's way of looking at something can only came up with a handful of reasons. Not even a handful. Because when you're buff up in the spiritual realm and you're looking at things like in the physical, you start to see that the things you used to build in the spiritual realm, that certain being that's controlling something like that is like one person down here. So it's like, it'll probably play out as like 100 people down here, 1,000 people. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, and you can have way with that if you know what the, yo, you can have your way with that if you really know what the fuck. Like, it's fun. Like, I ain't gonna fun. Like, it's fun when you know what the fuck when you know what the fuck you're doing. I ain't gonna hold you. You know, it's not fun when you don't know what you're doing. But if you know what the fuck you're doing, it'd be fun. Like, you be knowing, like, oh shit, this is so it's like a game. And don't don't take life so, no, I mean, don't take life so serious. You know what I'm saying? Like, you don't gotta take, now, when I say that, don't use your fucking human mind. Like, when I say I'm talking to your spirit. Don't take these experiences so serious. You know what I'm saying? You're here to experience in the first place. You know what I'm saying? So the more you know, the more you do better. You know what I'm saying? So don't take things so serious, because, like, you're creating all these in general. And God won't give you nothing you can't handle. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, just have fun. I got a song called Good Time. I just wanna have a good time. I should play it all about. Oh, yeah, I might do next slide. I'm gonna play. I just wanna have a good time. I'll be in a flight in my mind. But yeah. So it's like when you just have a good time, and not take life so serious. It's like things become simple. Everything becomes like not so difficult. Like things just become simple. You know what I'm saying? So just don't take life so serious. You know what I'm saying? And know what you're looking at, because when you don't know what you're looking at, that's when shit happens. You know what I'm saying? You'll be thinking to yourself like, oh man, like what the fuck? Why I gotta do like why I gotta like do what this person did? Why just yeah, your spirit's telling you why did you do what this person did? Do what you do. You know what I'm saying? We all have our individual lane and esoteric stair we're walking up. You know what I'm saying? Ladder, whatever you want to call. What's there's all types of things. Escalator, whatever you want to use. Escalators. I wouldn't advise that. I'd advise that if once you already have your establishment built. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, we all have that thing we're building. You know what I'm saying? And once we get to a certain space, a ladder scale, you'll know that the space you're supposed to be in is that space you're supposed to be in. That space he's supposed to be in is that space he's supposed to be in. You know what I'm saying? That space she's supposed to be in is that space she's supposed to be in. So whatever space people are in, let them be. You know what I'm saying? Because it's like we really can't leave anyone behind. So it's like, I mean, angels, we can't leave y'all behind. You know what I'm saying? It's like no matter what, like we may say things, but it's like we still have that thing that like we care. You know what I'm saying? So it's like it's kind of like I don't know. It's hard to explain because it's like it's something that we go through, but it's like once we actually go through it, like once we actually go through that thought, it's like we have a big heart. Angels have big hearts. You know what I'm saying? No, we may cuss y'all out, talk to y'all like some shit, like some bitches, like what the fuck up? You know what I'm saying? What the fuck up? We may talk to you like that, but it's like we really, cause we care. It's like we're parents. It's like you're our children, and we're telling you all things. Listen, just do it. Like you can do it. You wouldn't be here if you could do it. So that's why I be in that space all the time. Like, you know what I'm saying? I be thinking like it's like that, but we all gotta be in space on where we know what we're at and where we're getting at. So we all have that new realm of reality, that new world we're at. In that new world we're at, we're all like equal. So it's like once we're all equal, we all have a say-so in the puzzle. And that puzzle becomes like something that we don't even gotta put together. It's already automatically put together, and we can move the pieces however we want. And it was like each one to one. And then one lifetime you're a teacher, next lifetime you're a student, next lifetime you're a student, next lifetime. But we still have that teacher-student qualities within us in the psychic, in psyche word, you know what I'm talking about, psyche mentality, like deep down in our psyche, that we can just learn from each other. And once you learn from each other, it's like at that time we won't even have to be using shit like learn from each other. We're just getting to a space somewhere where us come together and just do this shit. But that's why I'd be like, you know what I'm saying? But you probably be, if y'all probably be watching a lot of individuals online that be telling y'all to wake the fuck up, get your show on, like content creators. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm not the only one. I'm speaking for all of us. Like we all do this. We're all astrology, spirituality, tarot. You know what I'm saying? All this. Like, if you're talking in the spiritual shit and you're really with the shits, then you're gonna be in that lane and you like, you know what I'm saying? It's like that. And I see you. We like and we got it going. You know what I'm saying? We're doing this shit. You know what I'm saying? Don't think you're not. We all have something that we can all build off something. You know what I'm saying? The man we can build, the woman we can maintain. It's like we got that going on, and once we have something going, it's like we can only reach for the stars. We can only like, and the sky's not the limit. You know what I'm saying? So it's like that. You know what I'm saying? So, but we 30 minutes in, so that's all I really want to break down in this motherfucking shit. You know what I'm saying? How to build yourself up. You know what I'm saying? Know the context, know how to look at it, know how to see the right ways and how the house is supposed to be seen. You know what I'm saying? And just know yourself. Oh shit, that perfect timing. Oh, perfect timing. But Jet Spark, Star Pilot, and we out in this motherfucking. This is me, and now I know how to end it. Now let me get y'all into the light.